One drone vanished from radar. The pilot, John Crossan, was found dead. His family is gone. At first, the case seemed contained. Just one aircraft, one operator, one tragic event. But sometimes, the truth doesn't end where you expect. Because exactly one day after the fire at Cross's home, something else happened. Another object appeared. No beacon, no ID, no official clearance. A second drone, flying the same path as the missing one. It was as if someone had launched a ghost, a twin in the shadows. So we ask again, who launched that second drone, and why were there two aircraft in the same airspace, just hours apart?
Remote attempts to connect through encrypted channels are very rare, but the fact that this happened right before the incident rules out coincidence. This was likely a backdoor, planted long before that flight ever took off.
An independent group of aviation trackers picked up the anomaly. According to their logs, the new object showed up just 24 hours after the first drone vanished. Same altitude, same speed, same vector, no registration. No flight plan filed with the FAA. It wasn't part of the official operation, and yet, it was in the air. Now the timeline starts to shift. This wasn't one isolated event. This was a layered operation. Then came a new twist. A source from the cybersecurity field reached out to reporters. Their claim? Someone tried to remotely access the drone's control system just before the crash. It happened through an encrypted channel. The intrusion wasn't successful, but the timing? It matched exactly the final moment. The drone sent its last signal. That changed everything, because if that wasn't an accident, then this was deliberate interference. Coordinated, calculated, controlled. No one's heard from him since. But journalists managed to find something else. His emails, screenshots, internal memos, all discussing one thing, a secret feature that allowed remote takeover. In those emails, one name stood out. A company, registered in Delaware. No office, no staff, no transparency, just a shell. At this point, the pieces started falling into place. Independent investigators uncovered a contract between the drone company and that same Delaware firm, and the contents, they weren't routine. They called for a field testing of surveillance equipment, covert operations in restricted airspace, no need to notify federal agencies. One of the signatures on that deal? A company attorney who quietly resigned just days after the drone went down. Coincidence? Unlikely. One clause in the contract suggested a second drone could be launched at the discretion of the client, bypassing all official channels. And the system that hackers tried to access? It belonged to the same contractor, managing both flights. The implications were stunning.
Delaware-based shell companies make it easy to hide the real owners. It's a common legal tactic for gray area operations, where no one wants to be held responsible.
Let's take a step back. Here's what we know now. Two drones were in the air. One was registered. The other wasn't. One was part of a test. The other, part of something else. Something hidden, something off the books. A parallel operation. So what was this really about? Field testing? Espionage? Sabotage? And where does the family of John Cross fit in? Did he discover something? Did he try to stop it? Did he manage to pass that information on before he died? In the next episode, we follow the people who were never supposed to be found, and the file that turned a cold investigation into something much, much bigger.